EHDN's Heated Task Force was initiated in 2018. It was prompted by the initial successes of tominersen and led to the question, what does success look like in HD treatment? According to Task Force leader Hugh Rickards, some aspects of this question are easy to answer. A successful treatment would modify the faulty biological processes associated with HD to reduce the toxic effects on brain cells. A successful treatment would also make a meaningful impact on the lives of people with HD and their families. Ideally, this should also happen as quickly as possible. Hugh argues that the global HD community is making fantastic progress on most of the above. However, there is an additional success criterion that is relatively neglected. A treatment can only be successful if it is available to as many people as possible who could benefit from it. The Heated Task Force was established to specifically look at this issue, identify potential barriers to accessible treatments, and work towards overcoming them. Any effective drugs will have to be licensed, paid for, and delivered. These are significant hurdles that vary greatly between and within countries. Licensing is perhaps the easiest of the three barriers. A license allows a country to produce and market a drug within its borders. To be licensed, a drug must be broadly safe and show some beneficial effect on the lives of patients. Paying for new drugs is complicated and varies depending on the country and its healthcare system. We have very little expertise in the HD community to help us influence payment processes, and an effective HD drug is likely to be expensive. This means we have to organise ourselves to better understand how funding decisions are made. Finally, there are access challenges arising from the complicated drug administration of these therapies to people with HD. This varies significantly depending on the mode of delivery, for instance a tablet, an IV, or an infusion directly into the brain. Some of these methods will require hospitals to provide additional infrastructure and staff, which again will need to be funded. Depending on the country, these required resources may be barriers to treatment, even for approved therapies, which will again need to be funded. Hugh explains that our research community has been fantastic in exploring the biology of HD and finding ways to fix the faulty biological processes. However, the next steps will require a range of non-biology skills, such as those of experts in health policy, pharmaceutical companies, health structures, and health economics, whom we have not been engaging in these conversations. There are many examples in healthcare where a well-organised community can have a positive and significant impact on decision-making. Consider the success of ensuring access to drugs in fields such as HIV and spinal muscular atrophy. Hugh now asks, will you be part of the solution? The Heated Task Force is actively recruiting passionate doers who don't necessarily need expert skills in access, although these are always useful, just a willingness to learn and engage with the problems.